Alright folks, here's the newest update. Here we go. We got our fuel pumps and y'all saw that running. I had a leak down here. So I went back in, added some PTFE, sealant. We added another clamp, got it nice and tight. I think that's going to fix that problem for now. Investigated my radiator hose. See, I've got just an open reservoir. I can't see nothing down in there. It looks bone dry. But when I pulled that hose, kind of loosened it up, I had antifreeze come out. So that's a good sign. Carburetor, I've made some adjustments. Started adding a manual choke. I have not completed that because I finally decided to invest in a 4-barrel carburetor. That being said, I've already got myself a 4-barrel intake manifold. I think before I decided to put it on there, I need some cleaning and maybe a little bit of a port job. I've got a couple old 4-barrel, that's a Rochester. I've got another Holley that I came in and I don't like. It's actually a spread bore. So I'm gonna nix that, sell that on eBay, and that'll fund my newest square bore 4-barrel intake. I've got some measurements so I can go cut some pieces of plywood so I can get something into the floor for now before I do all of the additional things that need to be done, so I can weld all that in. And then I've taken the master cylinder off in pieces. That was fun. Increased the size of the starter wire, added an easier disconnect so I can cut the power. And I saw that starter smoke the other day while I was trying it. I have not gotten it to run since that last time, so stay tuned on that. We'll give you an update. Oh, piece of my master cylinder. That was bone dry, by the way. There's the rest of it, or parts of it at least. My brake pedal still doesn't really move, so we're gonna investigate what's going on there. Oh, there she goes. Oh, and coming over and just giving her a little bit of bass with some lubrication. Got a new master cylinder for that we gotta install. Gotta get into the radiator, get into the cooling components. Need to square away my ignition coil. And then I'm gonna start looking into placing that with a 4-barrel intake manifold, obviously. I still gotta get into this wiring, but part of my problem is I got nowhere to sit while I'm working on my wiring. So she's pretty far gone. I think what I'm gonna do is just bring a little lip up, tack it into that with a couple of little button stitch welds or something. Same thing over here. I've got a good, fairly solid floor brace there. And I'm gonna do the same thing back here. And then I've got to work on my fuel cell measurements, which is the very next thing. All right, stay tuned.